everyone, so today we are reviewing some Fenty products, mainly their newest lipstick, but I also grabbed a few other things because I wanted to try them out. I look a little freaky because I don't have any contour or blush on, so my face looks very flat right now. But let me share some of the products we are going to be talking about today. So first up, we have the Invisimatte, which Rihanna used at the Super Bowl. So I'm really excited to use this and try it out. I've heard incredible things. I have oily skin, so I'm really excited about using this. Next thing, we're trying out their contour stick. I've seen a lot more people use these recently, and so I really wanted to try them out. This is the matchstick in the shade Amber Suede. It's also a new shade that they came out with, so I'm really excited to try that. Then we have the Kilowatt Highlighter Duo in the shade Ginger Binge and Moscow Mule. I'm really excited to try this because this is one of Madison Beer's favorite products from Fenty. She is one of their ambassadors, so she has done like a couple lives using their products, so that's one of the other products. And then lastly, we have their brand new Fenty Icon Velvet Liquid Lipstick in the shade Sea Sweet Heart. So we'll review the formula and see what we think of the color and everything, but let's get into it. The first product we're trying out is the Contour Matchsticks. Like I said, this is in the shade Amber Suede. Just in case you missed it though, I always like to re-say the shade name. So this is, let me just read what it says it's going to do as I drop the box. Matte contour cream to powder formula, long wear, light as air layering. So the reason I wanted to try this is because most of the contour slash like cream bronzer contour things are very dewy on me, which is beautiful for dry skin, but as someone who is already oily, I don't really need a ton of extra shine going on my face, so that's why I wanted to try this out. The shade also looked just really pretty. Let's go ahead and swatch it. Yeah, I just feel like it's a really nice contour shade. So let's try it on and see what we think. So I'm gonna try one side drawing it on the face and then the other using the brush to pick up the product off of it, just so we can see which way it applies best. So going right underneath the cheekbone, then on the forehead, I kind of do like a little V. I don't know if the camera is picking that up. And then I like to do the jaw. I like to go right behind it and then underneath to kind of create an angle. Double chins run in the genetics of my family, so I like to contour it as much as I can. By the way, I love this packaging. I think it's so cute and creative. This is one of the Amazon Jessup brushes. I don't know what number it is, but it kind of has a tapered point. It's like the dupe for the Ariel ones, or the Ariel Morphe ones. Let's blend it out. And I'm just using soft blending motions. I'm not like putting my brush on and blending. I'm using like kind of like the tip of the brush to blend. I feel like sometimes if you go in too hard with your brush or too heavy-handed, it can disturb the product and the products underneath it. So I like to just gently, just be patient with it and gently blend. So I feel like that gives a nice shadow. It's definitely not a bronzer, it's definitely a contour, which I feel like I do need to specify because so many products these days will say contour on it or bronzer on it and then be the opposite. So this one is a true contour, which contours are going to be a little bit more gray and create a shadow. So let's try the other side using the brush on the product. So just kind of whisking it on. I don't know why whisking, but that just seemed I don't know, that seemed like the best word to use. We're going to apply it this way just to see what applies better. I feel like since it's matte, it's kind of like, since it is matte, it has like a drier consistency, so it may not be picking up onto the brush very well. Let me try putting more product on the brush. Okay, that's working better now. And we might as well try contouring my nose with it, right? Like if we're gonna do it, like if we're gonna contour, let's contour it all. So I like to just go down the sides, just slightly, and then on the tip of the nose and just across. So you can see that's kind of the shape we have. I have like a really irregular nose, so I contour to how I want my nose to look. You don't have to follow these shapes or anything. You don't even have to feel pressured to contour your nose, you know? But I do like to because I like it to look a little bit smaller. I feel like that contoured that very nicely. I like this contour shade because it's not so gray that it's unwearable. Like, it looks incredible on film. Contour is always gonna look really good on film. That's like what it was made for. But I don't feel like it's so gray or anything like that to where you can't wear it in real life. I feel like it's very natural. So I really like this. Let's move on to the blush. Okay, so I'm gonna be going in with this brush, which it is stained from like other, and the mirror is just like shining all over everything. I have to put it away. So I'm going to be using this brush, and it has a little bit of pink on it before anyone comes for me and is like, you're using a dirty brush. The bristles are stained, like no pink is coming off on this, so it's a true review. This is just the last clean brush that I have, so just wanted to get that out there. So this is the Ginger Bringe Moscow Mule Kilowatt Highlighter Duo. This is so beautiful. And the reason I really wanted to try this was because it was unlike any other blush in my collection, and I have a ton. Whenever I purchase a blush lately, I'm trying to make sure I don't have any color like it in my collection, because I just don't need, 50 blushes that look the same, you know? So this is the color. I think it's so pretty. Like, I'm trying to think of what I would describe it as because it's so unique. It has like, it's kind of coppery, but almost like if copper and rose gold had a baby, like if you just put like more rose in there or like a little bit of red, that's like kind of what I'm seeing. I'm just trying to make sure you can see exactly how the color is when it shifts in the shimmer and when it's not. Okay, so we're gonna dip into this side, which I think is Ginger Binge. Yeah, dipping into that. And since these are shimmery, I'm going to apply it on the higher points of my cheeks, so up in this area. Ooh, that's really pretty. And I'm really gonna blend this in because it may be just slightly dark for my skin. Well, actually no, I think it's really pretty. But yeah, focusing on the higher point of the cheek rather than lower since it is so shimmery. Ooh, that is stunning. That's so pretty. Oh my goodness, I love this. Do I look like Madison Beer now on this side of my face? Probably not, but that's okay. Let's put it on the other side. Or wait, should I put the other shade? I'll put the other shade on the other side so we can see. But just building that up more, that is so pretty. The way that like this shimmer looks, it reminds me of fireworks. There's something about it that is just like so pretty. I love this though. I've been getting recently back into more glowy blushes, specifically powder glowy blushes. Like I do love a cream blush, but I actually prefer a matte cream blush and like a glowy matte blush. So I feel like this is definitely my speed. I love it. So on the other side, I'm gonna try and use a brush that's similar. This is from the same collection. It's the Jessup Blushing Bride. Pretty much all my brushes now are Jessup because they're cheap and you can get them on Amazon. I'll link them down below for you. And I also loved the pink handles because I'm like obsessed with pink lately. So let's use the other shade that's really sparkly and shimmery. Here it is on the brush. This brush may not blend as well, so just letting you know, if it looks patchy, I feel like it's probably this brush's fault. Okay, so this side you get a lot more sparkle on the cheek than this side. I feel like the other side applies more color and a little bit of glow. This one gives a ton of sparkle, which I feel like you probably could have guessed by looking at it. I don't feel like I'm making any like crazy scientific revelations, you know? Yeah, the way I would describe this is like the shimmers in it, like it feels like it's not just one shimmer, like a gold shimmer or just a like red shimmer. I feel like it has gold and copper shimmers and pink shimmers in it. Like it is so cool. I just don't have anything like this. So I really enjoy this so far. Let's make the cheeks match. So I'm gonna take both and put the rest on. This is just so pretty. I'm not always into like a chunkier glitter highlighter because this is a little more, like it's not like a really refined shimmer. It's more of a sparkle, but I really like that. I feel like it's giving that like Victoria's Secret cheek look. I'm just obsessed. Now I feel like I need to get all of them. At least I definitely want, I think it's the one with I think lightning bug and fire crystal. But this is beautiful, and this packaging has like this opalescent glow, like it's white, but then when you move it, it has like a bluish purple shimmer, so I really like that. Yeah, this is a yes for me, for sure. I love this. So unique, so different, and I feel really pretty in it, so A+. Okay, so I always start with that, okay, so. But anyways, next we have the Fenty Icon Velvet Liquid Lipstick. I feel like I had so many pauses in between that. Okay, Fenty Icon Velvet Liquid Lipstick in this shade Sea Sweet Heart, number 3. I already opened this up and I can't lie to you guys, it looks so cool. Ooh, I love it. Okay, so it's like this chrome packaging and then it's see-through on the bottom and you have like the Fenty Beauty logo when you turn it this way, and it's holographic inside. I love that. I love when brands just go above and beyond and give us really cool packaging. Like you can tell it's not just like, I don't know, the cheapest kind they could find. Like they really put thought into it, into making the product feel special. Let's apply it because I really want to. So this is a really pretty shade. I'm going to swatch it for you guys here. Ooh, it's like a nice rosy nude. I feel like it's gonna pair well with the I feel like it's going to pair well with the blush. So let's apply it. Okay, that feels really nice. It feels kind of like a moussey texture, but not in like a silicone-y cheap way. I think the color is really pretty. I love that this applicator has a point to it. I feel like that just helps you get a really precise lip. They also have this in a beautiful red shade. I didn't get the chance to get my hands on it, but I love bright, bold, matte lips. Like I feel like the way to do red is matte. So I would maybe think about picking that up if I was looking at getting a new matte red lipstick, because this formula feels really nice. It feels light, but it also feels moisturizing. Like I feel like even when you do the kissy lips, it looks good. Like it doesn't look gross, you know what I mean? That's really pretty. I feel like that's a really flattering shade. I love that. Love, love, love. And I'm not always the biggest fan of matte lipsticks, but it feels really comfortable. It still feels moisturizing. It's nice. We'll see if it dries down. I'm gonna give it just like a few minutes. I'm not sure if it's gonna like pass a kiss test since it does feel kind of moisturizing, but that's honestly okay with me. I'll just give it a few minutes and we'll see if it dries down. Okay, so I've given it some time to dry down. I also got some water, so if you just saw that Stanley magically appear, that's why. My voice was just getting a little too like raspy, but it's fine. So this definitely doesn't dry down, which is okay with me, honestly, because you get the matte look, but it's not gonna be like super drying on the lips. The only way that something can really be non-transferable, like foundation, blushes, lipstick, is to be completely matte, so to not have moisture in it. Like I had someone ask me the other day, like, is there a gloss that doesn't transfer? And I was like, no, there's no possible way for a gloss to not transfer because it's moisturizing. You could maybe get a product that looks shiny that doesn't transfer, like if you did a metallic matte lip, but that's as close as you're gonna get. So for me, I like this because it's extremely comfortable. My lips don't feel dry, and a lot of the times when I do wear a matte lip, I feel like it takes my lips a couple of days to recover. With this one, I don't feel like it will, and I just feel like it's such a nice shade. I feel like it looks great, and it feels comfortable. So it's a yes for me. We're getting a lot of yeses today. I'm happy about this. Okay, oh, I'm excited about this. Okay, so the next product I'm so excited about, this is what Rihanna used at the Super Bowl, and it is the Universal Invisimatte Instant Setting and Blotting Powder. So it comes with this cute little puff. It kind of looks like faux leather on top of it. I love all the details. And then the setting powder. So I'm really excited about this. I'm not gonna use the puff because I like for those things to stay cute. So we're just gonna like put that on the side there. What I am gonna use though is I have like a powder puff. I'm gonna use the side that hasn't been used, or the section that hasn't, to just get a little bit of the powder. There it is. And then sometimes I'll like just pat the back of my hand to make sure it's not like too much on my face. And as you can see, my forehead is shiny. So the only places I set today on my face earlier were my under eyes, cheek area here, and I think chin, and maybe a tiny bit in the T-zone. But forehead I did not set, so we could really test this out because that's always where I get the most oily, and cheeks, but we're gonna test out the forehead. Let's just do 1/2, okay? Oh, I was pressing on the wrong side of the puff. Okay. Okay, so set on this side, there's absolutely no shine, and you can almost see the exact line of matte to shine. I mean, if this could like cover up like sweat, any oiliness on Rihanna at the Super Bowl, I have a feeling this will last. I'll update you guys if it does, but I like it. Seems like it's good for touch-ups too. Let's see. There's a little bit in here of shine. Ooh. And we'll go in here because this is, even though I already put a little bit of powder there earlier, it was just a tiny bit. But I do feel like it's actually blurring my pores. Like on camera, powders are always going to look pore blurring, and they're always going to like blur the pores a little bit, but this one is, I feel like doing something a little extra than the powder. Like it's not like my pores are literally disappearing. I'm not gonna lie to you guys like that, but they do look a lot more minimized and they just look really nice. I don't know, I like it. But yeah, this looks fabulous. I'm definitely gonna be using this again. Okay, so I'm kind of sad, but those were all the products from Fenty Beauty that are new. Do I have anything else? I think I actually had to get rid of the glosses because I had them way past their expiration date, but I love the glosses. I've tried the foundation in the past. Maybe I should try it again though, because I feel like back then I was trying to get every foundation to be as yellow as possible on me. It was kind of like just that time, you know? Like, you know, you have certain makeup things that you go through and you're like, why? Why did you do that? But I would be interested to try it again. It was definitely a nice foundation. It was also when I was living in a very dry climate. I live in like a rainy climate now where there's a little more moisture in the air, so I would be curious to try it now because my skin is more oily. But I really like everything we tried today. I feel like that, like, let's see, I missed a spot up here on the powder. But I feel like the powder really mattified nicely. I'm excited to see how it lasts throughout the day. I love the blushy highlighter. It is unlike any color I've ever tried. It gives you such a nice glow. Just like, it is so pretty. And then I do love the lipstick. It still looks pretty, like as I've been talking. I kind of took a break, drank some water. It's still on. Like we said, it's not like transfer proof, but that's okay because it just feels so nice on the lips, and you do have to sacrifice transfer proof to be comfortable. I'm just letting you know. But I love it. It looks so beautiful. I love the cheeks. I just think they're so fun. It looks like fireworks. Like it looks like little sparks of like, oh, I just love it. It's so cool. But that's the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you had a good time chilling here with me today. Stay tuned for my next videos. We have some exciting things coming up. But I hope you all have a wonderful day, evening, morning, whenever you're watching this. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye.